Okay, so I just recorded a video and I realised it was incredibly self-indulgent and the autofocus. It lasted about 7 minutes, which I had no idea. I need to check the time as I'm going along, and it took a long time getting to it. So, to the point after 25 seconds. So I'm still wasting time. We're getting back in the swing. Anyway, as you can see behind me, new background. I finally got my own place. I had a flat before, but that was only temporary for 6 months. I moved back in with my parents. Now this is a permanent my place. It's a bungalow. Neighbours are all quiet. Tiny little garden. It's nice. I like it. And as you can see behind me on the floor, kitten. Yes. His name is Isambard, after Isambard Kingdom Brunel, voted second greatest Briton of all time, engineer and shipbuilder. Google him, Wikipedia, all that. It's a new place, it's a new start, and it's fantastic. I'm back living near the friends I went to school with, who have been the same group of friends I've kind of seen and kept in contact with over the years, but it's not that many years. I mean, I was through school, university, then 3 years, then now. But it's the same group of friends, but I'm now local to everyone, so I've been seeing people a lot more life. It's fantastic. I buy myself this new fancy computer, and I find I'm using it less and less. But by the side note, I'm doing a thing called protein folding. It's for medical research with the computer. Anytime I'm not using it, or it's in the background right now. I'll put a link in the description box for that if you're interested in contributing to medical research. By using your spare processing power for your computer. If you've got a PlayStation 3, it works for that as well. But anyway, to the point of this video, last week, a week after moving in, I've only been here for a couple of weeks, 2.5 weeks-ish. I've been here a week. I locked up all of the house, as you do. It's important to do this, and I walked out the front door and checked to make sure I had my wallet and keys. After I'd shut the front door behind me, my keys were inside the house. It took a while for me to get over the back fence and check that I did lock the back doors, because I didn't want to call out a locksmith. In the end, I had to call out a locksmith because I'd been very sensible and checked all the doors and locked them before leaving my keys inside the house when I left the front door. So yeah, it's not fantastic, but there's my interesting story for having moved into my new house. Hopefully, I mean this in the nicest possible way, the other tube dorks have had some sort of calamity since living on their own, probably when they were younger. In the case of two gentlemen I'll not name. Yeah, any stories from any of the tube dorks, anyone who's watching, make a video response. Things that have happened since living on your own, even if it was like a university or a time you just spent away from their parents for a long time, but some sort of problem that you've encountered, something interesting, an interesting story that's come as a result of finding that your parents aren't there to just catch the ball at a moment's notice. As soon as I got the locksmith to let me in the house, only cost me £60, so it's much more than I should. £60 more than I want to spend. But once he was inside, I managed to get to my keys and I made copies and got them to my family as soon as I could. But any stories, anything at all, make a response. Either reply with a Tube Dorks video on your day, or make a video response on your channel. If you're not a Tube Dork, then you've got no reason to not make a video response right this second. Everyone can do this. If you've got a webcam, do it now. Quality does not matter. And I look forward to hearing your stories, because after a week leaving your keys in the house after being so careful to lock everything else up, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 locks I had to lock before leaving the house, and I left the main front door key on my desk. It's just ridiculous. Tell me what has happened in your life after moving in on your own, aside from being bombarded with almost 6-minute long videos from someone a day late on a nerdy website for nerds, who by the way rock.